schedule, on time, everything. This time I was talking with the Isha group also. We are so lucky, fortunate people. We took only 1 day delay, but that is more than 3 days. Okay, that was one good thing. And also, for us, the weather was permitting very well. I know initially we were forcing by unknowingly we should reach early, we should cover the first day. But that is not the right thing. But here we did a good job, but still some of the things can be improved also.
Yes, you are right.
That is, we need at least 2 or 3 additional extra days to acclimate the weathers and higher altitudes. If that would have done, still would have been in better shape. But still we made it with the help of God. Everybody is safe condition. Successfully we could able to reach in the same place here. Okay? Thanks to Monteresa.
No words, everybody has expressed all the concerns and all the whatever feelings are they have. But I'm really grateful to the Monteresa and team. They've done a great job, because we are taking care in each and every step. When the people have become sick, it was immediately prompting and taking action. That's an important factor, That helped us a lot. Otherwise, one person if is sick, the entire trip would have gone to problems. So that's a great thing you've done, and thank you so much for all your help and taking us to the Kailash and bringing back safely without any issues, by God's grace, everybody has reached it safely without any issues. That is a great thing we achieved. That is what our target was, but it is achieved. Thanks to Monteresa.
Okay.
Like I mentioned yesterday, I only give 15-minute speeches, but let me take just 30 seconds of your time. For a little while, I thought Monteresa meant smile, because every one of your faces always has a smile on it. It is amazing how much adverse conditions that you go through to make our journey happy, but you have a smile on your face.
Well, a lot of words have been mentioned. I just want to say thank you very much. Your whole team, thank you, Mr. Harry.
Yeah, I'll come. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm a lady too. Okay, so I just want to say, we got invitation from Mahadev 3 years ago, but couldn't happen because this whole Sampurna group didn't come. Right? And we all came and made it happen. Now we are recognizing you guys because of all the team. And I want to say nobody got sick from food. So Annadada is the best.
Yes.
So आप लोग हमारा भगवान जैसा है. So just give आशीर्वाद.
God really sent you guys for us. God really sent you guys.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
I was just.
Yeah.
Is there a time limit? Yeah, sorry.
Maybe not.
20 seconds.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
20 seconds.
Hi everyone. First of all, Nepal is new to me in the sense that this is my first visit to Nepal, and I'm so proud of seeing every smiling Nepali face, so full of hospitality from the day we landed here till our exit. And you proudly exhibit our Hindu culture all over, and I'm so proud of it.
Yes.
Because this is something that I think we need to learn back in US or back in India. We really need to learn how to conduct ourselves.
Right.
Because I went to the corners of temples and I found, women and men, participating in religious rites with such fervor that it just, brought me to tears. And somebody mentioned while we were in China border, waiting, that Nepal is the police guy, he said, ma'am, Nepal is a very poor country. It's not like your country or, we have two big brothers. But I said, the richness does not come in money. The richness comes in your heritage, in how you maintain your heritage and how you disseminate that heritage across. So I'm super proud of all of you, and I'm really moved because many times you came, in the middle of the night with a smiling face, as everybody said, and checked on me, checked on others, right, and checked on just everybody. And what really bothered me, and I felt a little, sheepish, was we were in Derapok and it was like biting cold, and guys were busy making tea for us and food. I felt like a heel, but we should definitely pitch in to have better facilities for you. We will recommend that so that your lives are easy. But thank you so much.
So I think, again, as everyone mentioned, thank you. Icing on the cake was Panditji. I think none of the tours offer that, right? Having the whole religious aspect from day one till now. I think that really brought everything right to a right perspective. So thanks to Panditji.
Can I say?
Yes, please.
So yes, thank you all for everything. Panditji, God Shukriya. It was really nice. You had such a sincere effort in your prayers, and it really helped all of us. But whilst we thank all of you for the wonderful experience you've given us, I have to also thank all the other Yatris. We've had a wonderful time with each other. Can't forget Jalnarayan. What a breaks that we've
I'm going to
had.
change my name now.
And of course, can we please thank Migna for his professionalism.
Yeah.
He has been very, very professional. And also, please do thank the bus drivers.
Yeah. True. They were
I
awesome.
don't know about the other bus driver, but certainly the one we were
Thing was a musical.
Like, he was a lot of music.
210.
Yeah. 210 and pretty breaks and singing, absolutely. So we all had a wonderful time. Thank you so much. And of course, thanks to each and every one of you for being such a lovely, it's been
Just the energy was so
company,
beautiful.
to say the least,
Yeah.
and being so positive, encouraging each other to complete this yatra, because at the end of the day, the purpose was to have the darshan which we've had. So thank you all.
Everybody has said everything. I don't have much to say, but I actually I was very fortunate to get Vijay Bhai as my helper during the yatra, and he said one thing. So everybody knows I was walking with the boots, right? So I have a sprained ankle. So he helped me when we were coming down from the Charan Sparsh. Everybody knows that it's a very steep hike. So he held my hand every step of the way. My husband never leaves me with anybody, We went to do the darshan, complete darshan. But Vijay was there every step of the way. And he also said, tomorrow it's going to be a little more worse than this. But if you want, I'll be with you. And he said, Nepalese kabhi aapka haath nahi chhodte. I didn't sprain my ankle again, even though the hike was so steep. He held me. I had one stick, but I was more relying on him than the stick in my hand. So it applies to everybody in the team. Everybody smiled while serving, and nobody would know that you worked the whole night.
Yeah.
If you made me do that, he knows. In the morning, if you asked me to serve, it would be a different story. Hats off to every one of you. And again, to her point,
The group is
so
super
wonderful. We were
awesome.
blessed.
Yeah.
We are the most blessed group in the whole wide world. That's all.
That's
Thanks so much.
Like every class is as good as the teacher, and every flight is as good as the crew you get. So this trip also was excellent because of the crew we had. Thank you for the excellent service and the smiling face. I will never forget that. And I want to thank Karma and Amit as well. They were with me when I was doing the Doma plus stuff, so I was with them, so they helped me. And also everyone. We had a fun bus. They all, like you said, right? These are all the heroes behind what happens. The face is you and Prakash and Kim, but all the team is what makes it worth the trip. So I
I would, in a heartbeat, sign up for the next one as well.
I researched Monte Rosa in 2016, but unfortunately the time will be determined by Namah Shivaya only. And I think I made the right choice because I never expected the kind of assistance and help that Monte Rosa has given. The entire staff, starting from Panditji, who basically belongs to Monte Rosa, Lakpa, he was so good to me the first day of the yatra. Thank you, Lakpa. And Prakash has always made sure that we have everything we need. And I was very impressed when I was in Darchan. He knocked very early on the door to check up on how I was doing. And thank you so much to the cooking team. I enjoyed every meal. And it's the first time I traveled in the East and never got sick because of the food. And I want to thank you, Hari, for your caring and you, no matter how busy you were, if we asked you something, you always had the answer, or you came back with the answer. You make an excellent tour leader. I wish you a very bright future. I admire the way in which the cooking team has worked tirelessly. When we reach a stop, the food is there before us. That is admirable. And the menus were different every day. And previous YouTube videos that I watched, I said, why is everybody talking about the food, only about the food? Now I understand why. I want to thank even my roommate, Kamala. I don't see her here. She was very caring, very loving, and she was an excellent roommate. Although I traveled alone, I didn't feel lonely. I had such a huge family here with everybody caring for each other. There are too many names to mention, but nothing is by chance. Our meeting is not by chance. Exactly. The group that we have formed has only been ordained by God. Yeah.
Just to take off on her point, we were actually supposed to go with Isha for this trip, but last minute some changes happened and they couldn't accommodate it. So like towards end of July, on 28th or so, we realized we can't go with Isha. So and I was scrambling around to find a tour group to go with, right? And all on a sudden, my friend sent us about Monte Rosa, and I don't know anything about Monte Rosa. I don't know anything about the people, and because two girls going on a tour, so I was very nervous about it. And also, I didn't know whether there would be spots because August 21st is the tour starting, and then this is already July end. I contact Ganeshji and he says, yeah, we've got spots for you. I'm like, oh, wow. And it's suddenly somehow all worked out. And still I was a little nervous because the group, you never know what kind of, people you're going with. But this group and this team has been fantastic. Just fantastic. You guys are doing great. Just awesome. And all of you guys, amazing. This has been an amazing journey. Feel like family, being with family with all of you, like, going on this trip. So it's just amazing. I just bow down to all of you.
Sorry, I just wanted to say one final thing. Everybody has said all the positive things. And I thought, I'll just say one positive thing and then one negative thing. One thing which has not been covered so far is the accommodation. Okay, the hotels, majority of them where we stayed have been very comfortable. In Darshan, in Saga, here, okay, fine, it's great. We had our experiences with the mud huts, and we got, majority of us are suffering from PTSD, which is usually stands for post-traumatic stress disorder, but then again, you can replace the T with something else. But, having said that, we came through. So, okay, so what I would recommend Monte Rosa to do is to prepare us, not just say, oh, there's no toilet facilities, oh, there's no, but actually say what's there. So that mentally, majority of us
better prepared.
who are actually not I mean, I'm a novice in terms of trekking. I've never climbed that high in my life. So it was very difficult initially, and then slowly I got accustomed to it. It was fine. But they prepare us a bit more, and then we prepare other yatris a bit more, so that they're more used to. If you know what you're going to face, it'll make it more easy for them. And one thing which always helps, of course, which does help, is your smiling faces. I mean, there's not enough can be said about it. I mean, you guys have been fantastic to help, as help. So, which is really good. Okay, thank you.
I just want to say thank you to the Monteros and especially the team of Monteros for making our trip successful. Thank you very much.
Everything has already been said. I have not much to add to that. The journey has been unforgettable, fantastic, because of this fantastic Monte Rosa team and also this fantastic group. We have been there on each and every step. Thanks for your love, your support and your care. The first day in Saga I felt very sick, and your members, Haribai, and he was there, sitting nearby, and Václav also. Never forget that, and due to you it was possible for me to complete this yatra successfully, and also for all the help with my mom, the challenge Scottish Doma Pass. It wouldn't have been possible without the Bas Pandiji and I don't know Aapke naam. So words fall short here. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everyone and to all of the members, and it really feels like a family. So thank you.
So I just want to say thank you to the entire team of Monte Rosa to make this journey successful and bring everybody safe. So for the nice and healthy food, and to the whole group, like it's a very, I feel very blessed and fortunate to be a part of this group. So thank you so much.
I think everybody covered all the points. But as a Toastmaster, as an area director, basically, I do 3, 2, 1 analysis. So I'll give the best 3. As everyone said, we are happy and healthy with the food. That's the first point. The second point, we achieved the target, the date, timelines, and even we skipped 1 day and we made up and we achieved. The third thing, everybody is healthy and they could complete their goal. They achieved their goals. So as our friends said, 2 things to analyze. One, the accommodation is one thing. So you need to choose the right hotels, make sure they are with them. When this kind of big group coming, so make them comfortable. So that some areas to go. So and the one thing I can is a continuous development, of course. So we need to continuously improve our service. So you are at par now, but still we have to satisfy the customer. So that gives you more customers in future. Because these are your ambassadors for your marketing. So each one will give hundreds of people, not one person. So that's how Ganesh is working and Ganesh is building this team. So these are my observations. Thank you very much.
I can thank you everybody for the great service. Special Pati Basudev and Kamal make the quota for me successful. Thank you. Bhagwan aap sabko jo jaan mein banaye
We second time in this year with us. He is always in the same seat, always in the same guy, same boss also, even for in Tibet. So,
same pony? Same
So thanks for Monte Rosa team. No words to say. Only problem, last time I got this scoop, this time I didn't get.
That's so funny.
Maybe it's not time that is important.
Next time I need to
Yes, okay. Officer, please.
Managing a tour of this nature and altitude with elderly people as well. I don't mean any disrespect to any of you, you are all my videos, so but managing a group of this nature with different medical conditions, the responsibility that these guys take on is nothing short of a miracle. Climbing Everest was a challenge for me, and the true heroes of Everest are the Sherpas, which is why I brought mine with me. I can't thank him enough because I achieved what I achieved purely through him. But in the same way as on Everest, the true heroes are the Sherpas. The true heroes of our trip are these people, because they made it happen for us, and without them, we would not have achieved this. So in any organization, there is always going to be positives and negatives. And these guys are so reflective on everything that they achieve. And they are very quick to recognize their errors. Today was a perfect example, even before I had walked out of the hotel. And my room was a little dusty, it wasn't anything sinister, nothing I couldn't have coped with. But Hari was there straight away, bang, let's change your hotel, let's go and see another one, let's do this. That speaks for itself, because any company that can reflect that quickly and that effectively is a company that is focused on its clients. So I can't thank Monterosa enough for the organization. And the entire journey has been fabulous. I'd also like to say a big thank you to all my fellow Yatris. I'm so sorry if I offended any of you in trying to encourage you forwards. I had all of your best interests at heart, and I hope you'll forgive me if I've offended any of you.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody here. Let me first start out. When I was searching for Kailash tour in 2020, when everything shut down, I was looking at different companies, and this company I saved. I learned something about Monterosa, and he just connected with me. And I've been talking with Dimitri since 2020, and he has always been honest with me, hey, it's not happening, it's been happening, whatever that is, And I was okay, this is a company for me. And I think that it starts from the top. And even today I talked to Ganeshi a few times, and he picked up my phone. I was like, hey, I'm running out of money. Can I transfer you? Can I sell you some money? And if you can, give them the tips and all that kind of stuff. He did that for me. And as a group, once you enter in a group setting, you always wonder what's going to happen. Are we going to be a team? Are we going to have a lot of friction? All that kind of stuff. I have all those kind of doubts, And once I think a couple of days, I was like, wow, this is God sent, Everybody here in this group is so amazing. When I was down, I think 2 days ago, everybody came to me and helped me out, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I don't think that I could have imagined a group better than this one, I just could not have. And Mani has been my roommate, and I think we all have that anxiety, oh my God, how my roommate is gonna be? Is he gonna fart? Is he gonna be snoring? I don't know what's gonna happen.
No, edit some of this content, please. Don't put all of the content.
Talking about these young men over here, they have been amazing. The Havan we had at Pashupatinath, was that started off, in the right step for us. That was just amazing, so powerful. Mani was showing me some picture where, it seemed like, the Shivji was there in the flames and everything. And at first I was like, what are you talking about? But then look at the okay, this is, something pretty amazing. So, and then obviously there were times when I got really upset. I'm like, that it is what it is. That's how Shiva made me. When I learned that, because of the natural disaster, we may not be able to spend 4 days, in Kailash, because I wanted to be with Shiva, and I've been trying to do this since 2020. So I was really, really upset. But then, after I think the second day, I completely surrendered. Like, hey, whatever Shiva wants, it's gonna happen. And my attitude changed, and I'm so grateful for that it did happen, because I know me, So, and I think that a huge part of that was this group. and their attitude and the positiveness they showed, you know. That was one thing. And the second thing is, and I gotta say that, Prakash, Kamal, and then, every single, and then Hari, obviously, you know, I call him Gopi now, but you know, every single one of them has been like always smiling. So when you smile, I think that it changes you. You could be angry, but if you see a smiling face, you know, it changes your attitude. And I'm so thankful for them to change my attitude, because I didn't want to go to Kailash all like, you know, not in a good mood. And because of them, you know, my attitude completely changed. And I really enjoyed here at Kailash. I think that, you know, I think that from Saga, we woke up at 5:30 or something. So some of the cooks were there overnight working. And that's when I realized, like, wow, I think, you know, maybe I need to step back, you know. I mean, they were not sleeping, and they were making sure that we have our food ready at 5:30 in the morning, you know. So that was like a huge thing for me, you know. And I can thank, like I said, this group enough for making my yatra, you know, like really, really wonderful. Like I said, it's your attitude, and it's this team's attitude, you know, that completely transformed me. And that was the biggest takeaway for me, I think, you know, like completely changing my attitude, you know, from being what I was to now how I am.